Why is Bo Nix, a 24-year-old quarterback with 5 full college seasons, suddenly holding the fate of the Denver Broncos offense in 2024? The expectations are sky high, but the journey has been anything but straightforward. Born on February 25, 2000 in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, Bo grew up in a football family where football was not just a game, it was a way of life. His father, Patrick Nix, a former Auburn quarterback and accomplished high school coach, instilled strong values, supporting Bo's early passion for the sport. As he developed his skills, Bo faced a tumultuous journey through college football, highlighted by both successes and setbacks that would shape his character. With 5 full seasons of experience, many of which were filled with challenges, Bo emerged as a player with resilience and determination. His road has had its ups and downs, yet every stride forward came with valuable lessons learned. Entering the NFL at 24 means he brings not just talent, but also maturity developed through adversity in college, making this young quarterback one to watch as he steps into a daunting role. The pressure is on him to perform, but can he rise to the occasion? The Denver fanbase is eager to find out, with hopes pinned on Nix to ignite their offense. His selection has sparked discussions across sports networks, with analysts questioning if he can defy the odds and break the mold of previous quarterbacks drafted in his position. As we delve deeper into Bo's story, we will explore the crucial facets of his journey and what the future may hold for this promising young leader. The tough road and value of experience. For young quarterbacks like Bo Nix, the path to NFL success is often fraught with challenges and setbacks. With 5 full seasons in college, experience becomes a double-edged sword. On one hand, it equips players with the skills necessary to adapt in a fast-paced environment. On the other hand, it can amplify pressure, especially when expectations soar. Nix, as he transitions to the professional level, faces unique challenges. Most of his peers, at merely 24 years old, might still be in the early stages of development. Yet Nix carries the weight of past performances and undeniable scrutiny on his shoulders. The value of experience is not just measured in games played, but also in the lessons learned through adversity. Players like Nix must navigate different systems, adjust to varied coaching methodologies, and endure the physical and mental toll of the game. In Sean Payton's complex offense, every decision counts, and each play can be a defining moment. The synergy of experience and the nerves required to execute under pressure is critical. Nix's history at Auburn and then Oregon showcases his growth. He has faced struggles, coaching changes, and injuries, yet each experience has molded him into a more resilient player. As he steps onto the field, Nix embodies an understanding of the game that is often longed for by rookies. His journey thus far demonstrates that the true value of experience lies in its ability to prepare a player for the unpredictable nature of the NFL, therefore shaping their future destinies. Amidst the noise of expectations, Nix must draw from his wealth of experiences, laying a foundation for success and, ultimately, showcasing the depth of his resolve. The Denver Broncos' disappointing 2023 season. The 2023 season started with high hopes for the Denver Broncos, who welcomed Sean Payton as their new head coach. With veteran quarterback Russell Wilson at the helm, expectations were sky high, as fans looked forward to a playoff run. However, the reality turned out to be far from that optimistic vision. Inconsistent performances plagued the team, leaving fans and analysts alike shaking their heads in disbelief. Injuries compounded the Broncos' struggles, as key players were sidelined, disrupting the flow of the offense and the chemistry among teammates. Many games spiraled out of control by halftime, forcing the coaching staff to rethink strategies on the fly. Wilson, who once dazzled fans with his dynamic plays, found himself trapped in a web of uncertainty, struggling to execute Payton's intricate playbook. Consequently, head-turning plays became rare moments of excitement, overshadowed by nagging questions of what went wrong. Fans were left asking, was it Wilson's inability to adapt, or were the coaching strategies out of sync? Moreover, defensive lapses further contributed to the overall disappointment of the season. In key moments, Critical errors allowed opposing offenses to exploit weaknesses, resulting in lost games that seemed well within reach. As the weeks passed and the losses piled up, the atmosphere around the franchise grew tense. Questions arose about the future of players and coaches alike. Would changes be needed in the coaching staff? Would the front office reconsider its approach? With the season coming to a close, the Broncos found themselves at a crossroads. The challenges of 2023 would serve as a stark reminder of the volatility in professional football, making it clear that rebuilding a championship contender is a process fraught with difficulties. Contract disputes and locker room tension. In the world of professional sports, contract disputes often create significant tension within a team. Such was the case for the Denver Broncos, where the relationship between quarterback Russell Wilson and the coaching staff stirred controversy. As Wilson struggled to adapt to Sean Payton's offensive scheme, mounting discontent among players and coaches became increasingly evident. Rumors spread through the locker room, indicating that Wilson's camp demanded changes to his injury guarantees, threatening to bench him if these demands were not met. This situation, understandably, raised eyebrows across the league as the potential discord was palpable. The Broncos front office faced intense scrutiny, attempting to navigate the precarious circumstances. Observers noted that the locker room dynamic shifted dramatically, with players divided over their support for Wilson and the management. The public display of frustration, however, hinted at deeper issues, rooted in both contractual obligations and the overall performance of the team. As injuries plagued the season, the subsequent frustration echoed within the walls of the locker room, creating an environment where trust wavered. Teams thrive on harmony and cohesion, but distractions stemming from contract disputes can easily derail chemistry. The Broncos found themselves in a challenging position, where contract negotiations not only impacted Wilson's future, but cast a shadow over the collective morale of the players. As the season unfolded, it became clear that resolving these internal conflicts was crucial, not just for Wilson's success, but for the entire team's performance moving forward. The road to resolution yielded insights that could reverberate through the organization's future. The 2024 NFL Draft, choosing Bo Nix. As the 2024 NFL Draft approached, the Denver Broncos found themselves at a crossroads, facing a critical decision in selecting their next franchise quarterback. With a historic pool of talent available, all eyes were on Bo Nix, a player who had showcased remarkable growth throughout his college career. Nix, born in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, grew up in a football family, with his father being a former Auburn quarterback. His ascent to the professional level began with a tumultuous tenure at Auburn, marked by coaching changes and injuries, yet he persevered. His relocation to the University of Oregon for his senior year was a transformative decision that revitalized his prospects. Under head coach Dan Lanning, Nix flourished, demonstrating impressive improvements in decision-making and accuracy. He finished third in the Heisman Trophy voting, which only heightened his appeal among NFL teams. On draft night, the urgency reached a fever pitch as teams scrambled to secure their future quarterbacks. The Broncos ultimately chose Nix with the 12th overall pick, believing his unique skill set, including quick release and strong arm, aligned perfectly with Sean Payton's offensive scheme. However, being the sixth quarterback chosen in a draft filled with talent is a double-edged sword. History has shown that players in this position often struggle. Yet, Nix carries qualities that set him apart. A resilience forged through adversity, an adaptable skill set, and a proven track record of improvement. With the right environment and support, he stands poised to defy the odds and carve out a successful career in the NFL, transforming past trends into a unique trajectory of success. Bo Nix's college journey, adversity and redemption. Bo Nix's college career was a roller coaster of highs and lows, defined by adversity and the quest for redemption. Born into a football family, Nix had big shoes to fill, with his father being a former quarterback at Auburn. He arrived at Auburn as a five-star recruit, brimming with potential and expectations. However, his journey was anything but smooth. His freshman year showcased his talent, leading Auburn to a thrilling victory over Oregon, where he displayed poise under pressure and an ability to make clutch plays. But as time went on, the pressures of college football mounted, leading to inconsistency that plagued his tenure. Coaching changes, scheme adjustments, and injuries took their toll, leaving Nix struggling to find his footing. Despite these challenges, Nix showed resilience, adapting to the tumultuous environment around him. Following 3 years at Auburn, marked by both championships and heartaches, he made the bold decision to transfer to Oregon. This move sparked a revival in his career. Under a new coaching staff, he thrived, demonstrating significant growth as a quarterback. His final years saw him excel, securing a spot as a top contender in the Heisman race, showcasing improved accuracy, decision-making, and leadership skills. This transformation not only caught the attention of NFL scouts, but also marked a significant chapter in his journey of redemption, proving that adversity can foster growth and that setbacks can lead to greater comebacks. The curse of the sixth quarterback drafted. Every NFL draft fans eagerly anticipate the futures of incoming quarterbacks. Yet history tells a troubling story about the sixth quarterback selected. This particular position carries a notorious reputation, fraught with challenges and disappointments. Over the last 5 years, players drafted in this spot have consistently struggled to make a lasting impact in the league. Names like Jake Haener, Sam Howell, and Kyle Trask come to mind. Each has faced their own obstacles, whether it be issues with consistency, injury setbacks, or a lack of opportunity. These challenges paint a grim picture for hope and success. In fact, most sixth-round quarterbacks have found themselves either traded or out of the league shortly after their draft. The statistics don't lie. A disheartening trend emerges when you reflect on their careers. However, this curse doesn't apply universally. Occasionally, we see exceptions that defy expectations, reminding us that anything is possible in football. A prime example is Dan Marino, who was the sixth quarterback taken in 1983. Marino's remarkable journey serves as a beacon of hope for others aspiring to break the mold. His legacy teaches us that while historical trends exist, each player's path is unique, shaped by individual talents, resilience, and circumstances. As we look toward future drafts, the question remains, will the next sixth quarterback drafted, perhaps a player like Bo Nix, possess the qualities necessary to overcome this daunting trend? Can he shatter the stigma and rise to greatness, despite the odds stacked against him? These narratives keep fans captivated, reminding everyone of the unpredictability of the sport. Breaking the mold. Can Bo Nix defy history? Bo Nix, the sixth quarterback selected in the 2024 NFL Draft, faces a daunting challenge. History is not kind to players in his position. The sixth quarterback taken tends to struggle to make a significant impact in the league. This trend raises questions about Nix's potential. However, he brings unique qualities that might allow him to break this mold. His journey through college football has been marked by resilience. After 3 turbulent years at Auburn, Nix transferred to Oregon, where he revitalized his career. His senior season there was particularly impressive. He finished 3rd in Heisman voting, showcasing his improved decision-making, leadership, and ability to play under pressure. Many compare his skills to those of successful quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts. They note that both players overcame adversity in their early careers. Nix has the potential to excel in Sean Payton's offense, a system known for its complexity. If he can adapt quickly and leverage what he learned at Oregon, he stands a chance to defy expectations. Meanwhile, the Broncos are eager for a change. Their recent history of struggling at the quarterback position adds urgency to Nix's arrival. The organization hopes he can become a cornerstone for the future, turning the tide for a team hungry for success. Ultimately, while the stats paint a grim picture for 6 quarterbacks, Nix's story reflects the unpredictability of the NFL. With the right mindset and determination, he can seize this opportunity and prove that history does not define his future. Lessons from legendary exceptions. In the realm of sports, legendary exceptions often serve as powerful reminders that the norm can be defied, opening avenues of hope for underdogs everywhere. Take Dan Marino, for instance, selected as the sixth quarterback in the 1983 NFL Draft. He would ultimately become one of the greatest quarterbacks in league history. Marino's tale signifies that while statistical trends paint a certain narrative, individual talent, combined with the right opportunity, can rewrite history. Another prime example is Tom Brady, drafted in the sixth round, whose relentless determination and skill transformed him into a legendary figure, redefining quarterback excellence. These stories reflect the idea that harsh statistics are merely guidelines, not destinies. They remind us that perseverance, hard work, and adaptability can lead to extraordinary outcomes. The journey of players like Marino and Brady emphasizes that while many fail to rise to greatness from these positions, some players possess that unique spark. This allows them to break the mold, leveraging their unique skill sets, adaptability, and a deep understanding of the game. They create a legacy that inspires future generations. Their careers illustrate that while most six quarterbacks may struggle or fade from view, history doesn't have to repeat itself for every athlete. Instead, the right mindset, environment, and support system can propel players toward remarkable achievements. Ultimately, these legendary exceptions encourage us to question preconceived notions about success in sports, highlighting that each player's journey is ultimately unique, with potential waiting to be unlocked. In conclusion, Bo Nix's journey in the NFL is just beginning, and the path ahead is filled with both challenges and opportunities. His experiences have shaped him into a resilient player, capable of adapting to the demands of professional football. The unpredictability of sports makes it essential to recognize that while history can inform expectations, it does not dictate the future. As Nix steps onto the field with the Denver Broncos, he carries the weight of high expectations, not only as a player, but as a symbol of hope for a franchise eager to return to glory. Each player brings unique strengths to the table, and Nix's story is one of growth amidst adversity. The comparisons to legendary quarterbacks like Dan Marino highlight the possibility of defying the odds. Armed with lessons from his collegiate career, combined with the right environment, Nix has the potential to flourish. As he navigates his rookie season, the Broncos organization must support him fully, recognizing the importance of solid foundation, both on and off the field. With the right mindset, there is no telling how high he can rise within the ranks of NFL quarterbacks. Ultimately, the journey of Bo Nix is a testament to perseverance, talent, and the unpredictability of a sport that continuously evolves. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely, hoping to witness the emergence of a new star in the league. Will he be the one to change the narrative for the Broncos? The answer lies in his hands, as the clock ticks down on a thrilling season ahead.